Hello, everybody. We're here. We made it. How's everybody doing? Hey there, Sora, Cass. Hey, RGV. Hey, Bean. He just jumped on the table. Everyone say hi to Bean. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, hey, Love, Hemi, Siphon. Hey, Cass. I already said Cass. Hey, Sophia. Ampersands, thank you for the follow. Oh, I got a really exciting Bean news. I guess we'll lead with that. All the Bean fans, since he's right here in my arms. So, just yesterday, by which I mean this morning actually, I met the ladies that feed and take care of this cat colony that lives like under my apartment, and a few others, and you know, they do the catch and release program. They feed them. They generally take care of them, and yeah, I had a lovely chat with them, two ladies, and I mentioned, oh yeah, do you remember a little Siamese cat? We picked him up last year, and they were like, oh my god, we were so worried about him. We thought he had he had disappeared or died or something. Like, no, he's healthy. They were super happy, and we learned 2 new things about Bean through that conversation. So first of all, according to them, Bean appeared just one day on the colony, just like he wasn't born there. He just appeared one day, which implies that he was actually abandoned by his previous owners, which is really sad, and actually explains why he's kind of really slow to trust people and afraid of new folks. Aren't you, Bean? Poor boy. Or maybe he just appeared fully formed on the street one day because he's of divine origin. We don't know. And also, the name those 2 ladies gave him before we picked him up was Nico, which is like a shortened form of Nicolas in Spain, Nicolas. So we actually know a Bean's earlier name. So we can add that to his list of titles. Nicolás Frijolito de los Montes. That's his full name. He's falling asleep in my arms. But yeah, that's more new Bean info. And I was so sad that the moment I came home, I gave Bean a big can of wet food that he loves. Because I was like, oh, the poor baby was abandoned. I'll never do this to you, Bean. I love him so much. Anyway, hi everybody. Fuck Val, we're only here for Bean. I hope so. He's the real star of the show. Oh, well, Bean definitely pressed on the buttons. Don't worry, he didn't break the stream. He just pressed on a different scene. But yeah, hey to everybody who just came in. Artemis, Kiwi, King, hi, how are you guys? Who could do that to Bean? Right? Like, why would you abandon a cat that's so, like, nice? He doesn't have any behavioral problems or anything? I don't know.
Bean is a proud member of the Global Cat Distribution Center. His previous center may have not been what he needed, but now is properly situated with a very good dad who gives him all the treats.
All the treats.
Approved by the Global Cat Monitoring Center.
I'm glad I'm approved. Petition to explode his previous owners. Yes. So Bean has had 3 names, but Bean, stop changing my scenes, please. Bean has had 3 names, but the first one doesn't matter because that's by the evil owners who abandoned him. Isn't that right, Bean? A poor boy. There we go. Teach Bean a trick. Bean, do you wanna show them a trick? Do you wanna show them a little trick? Okay. Where's your hair tie? There it is. Hold on. You get his hair tie. There we go. Can you do a jump to get it, Bean? Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's turn on Bean Cam. Hold on, Bean, don't get excited. Give me a sec to set it up. Okay. I'm gonna set up Bean Cam. We're gonna watch him do a big jump. Okay. So you don't see him, he's right here. Very good. He always screams when he does that little jump. Now give it to me. Oh, you gotta give it to me. Okay. You gotta bring it to me. Okay? You do this, and then you... You don't push it away from me, you push it towards me. Oh, there you go, you give it to me. Good job. Let's do a big crunch for chat. The mic it's not picking up the crunches since I changed the filters. That's too bad. He's a perfect boy. He needs constant reference to know that they're being the best kid. Yes, exactly. He needs constant praise. Don't you, Bean? Lovely. Okay, where were we? Let's do Bean Cam here. People who abandon their cats deserve to feel the flea of 1,000 camels. I love that expression. But yes, for real. Might I ask, do you have a favorite cryptid or mythical creature? The Wolpen Tiger is fun, yeah. You heard some little crunches? Oh, good, good. Yeah, the current like noise filter I got here, sometimes it's made to detect voices. So with cat crunches, I don't think it gets it that well, unfortunately. But yeah, I might switch to the earlier one I had, possibly. I would have to change some audio stuff on my computer though. Favorite folklore thing? I would have to go with something local from where I was born, possibly like Valdevia, which is the big serpent dragon I did a picture of a couple months ago now, I think. Yeah, I think it was December. No, January, last month. But today, what we're doing is working on my game. So, in case you don't know, let me give you guys a quick little roundup. I am working on a game. It's called Dreadfarer, and it's currently on Kickstarter. So I'm gonna share some links for you. I'm gonna put them in chat. Okay, so in case you haven't seen it, let me get the link for you. Here it is. No, I have not made a command. I never remember to do that. But yeah, you can see it here. It's a solo TTRPG, which means it's a little role-playing game that you can play on your own. You only need the game book, which is what we're funding here, and a little notebook. You can get like any old notebook you have, or buy a new one for this. And the concept or what you need to do in the game is fill out this notebook with a diary or sketches of your adventures throughout this weird cursed land. The setup is that in the early 20th century they find a new continent, basically like a bunch of a big archipelago, basically, and middle of the ocean. They just discover quote-unquote new continents, and you're one of the people that just landed on there, and is looking for either to uncover the secrets of this new place, or to, you know, make money by selling artifacts on black market. You can be as evil as you want, as good as you want, or somewhere in between. You'll most likely get cursed along the way. So the basic setup is for every leg of your trip, you will choose a place. So you will say, for example, I will go to this island here, Sarah, which is this island here, which is the desert area, and the one that is represented on here. And so you'll roll a dice that tells you like which part of the island you're going. You'll roll another one to tell you which artifact you're seeking, and you'll roll another one to tell you which danger you come across. And it's up to you to like put those three things together into a little narrative of, you know, what happened during your adventure. If the, you know, you'll have to roll to see if the danger, if you can avoid the danger and not die on your way. You'll have better chances if in between each of these adventures you can buy equipment. So you can, like, let's say you buy a rifle or you hire a translator. So for example, a translator would help you in a danger where, you know, you're maybe like meeting people and, you know, you're like intruding in somewhere and you need someone to like get you out of that situation. A translator would give you like a better chance there. But if you're coming across a huge beast, a rifle will give you an advantage there. So that's more or less how it works. Then you get an artifact. If you do succeed in your quest, you get an artifact, and you can sell that. You can either donate it to a museum, which will give you a little money, but won't really, like, it doesn't have high chances of cursing you. You can sell it on the black market, which has high chances of cursing you, but will give you more money. So that's kind of a risk-reward thing. You know, we're still tweaking all the mechanics and stuff, so this is still like subject to change. But that's the basic setup of it. Lemuria is a theorized sunken continent in the Indian Ocean. That is indeed the origin of the name we use for the continent. We're not going to say exactly where it is. We're going to leave a few things, like the exact year this happens in. It's not really set up. It's just like vague turn of the century. We're not going to set up the exact part of the world this happens in, because we want people to be able to make their own characters, and we want them to, you know, you can play as someone from any other part of the world coming in here. So yeah, we're not really giving the place a very specific, like, if it's in the my first thought was it's in the Pacific Ocean, but Lemuria technically is in the, like, the theorized continent of Lemuria is in the Indian Ocean. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're not gonna really say where it is, so people can, you know, put it wherever they want in their headcanon. Was it the lore that was sent in the Holy Channel? Yes, indeed, Cryptid. You're not in there, Cass. You got to make an offer if you want to access the Bean Church channel on the Discord server. You must make Bean an offering. This can take any form. Most people have done fan art, but it can be anything that I can show to Bean, and you know, anything that you make for Bean, and I can show it to him, and if he approves, you will be accepted into his church. When I say theorize, someone in the 1800s found lemurs in Oceania and Asia and parts of Africa and say they are related, so they must have a common continent. Yes, I know the backstory for Lemuria. It's funny that it's just like they made up an entire continent just because lemurs existed. Where do you post the offerings? You can post them on the Val's operating room channel, the art channel, wherever you want. Just let me know. Hey, Pyro. So, okay, so all this to say, we have this Kickstarter going. One of the rewards, if you get on the 3rd level of the Kickstarter, is so the first one is just digital. Okay, that's £8. That'll translate to about €10, a bit more in dollars. I don't know how much. That's gonna give you the book as a PDF. For 20, you'll get the actual printed zine and the stretch goals, which will for now include a patch, but it might include, if we get to the next stretch goal, also like a printed map of the region. And if you get to the 3rd tier, you'll also get 5 postcards. So 1 for each of the regions you're going to be able to explore, the 5 main regions. So that is, I'll show you here in the map. The regions are Syrah, which is the desert, Motag, which is the mountains, the Sangul is the jungle, it's like a big caldera, and Lazarak, which is the wasteland. It's an area, a volcanic area that's been basically just covered in ash and lava, but used to be a bustling society. Now it's just nothing. And then there's the Akara Sea, which is kind of the inner sea in between them, which was unlocked as a stretch goal. That's going to be the 5th region. And you're going to be able to explore it using a submersible and just do some like deep sea horror there. But that's going to be like a later game thing. So you're going to have to like go through the 4 main islands before you go to the underwater region. Congrats on the check my bio bot on my tweets. Those are everywhere. Pussy and bio. What's a stretch goal to make a continent a real place? Maybe it's happened already. Better than something like Mu. I considered Mu, but Lemuria is just a much better name. Good evening, Lilith. How are you doing? Okay, so this one, as is probably obvious by just the color of things, this one is for the island of Syrah. So it's for this bit here. So we already got this one. I would like to make the mountain one today. And what I don't know exactly, it's like which region of the mountain I would put in the postcard. But I'm thinking it could be an alternate version of this one, which is this one, the one on the cover is a region you can actually visit in the game, and it's in the mountain island. It's in Motag here. So like in one of the peaks. That's why we're kind of above and we're seeing faintly the background there. So that is what I might do for the postcard as well, but I might do like a more stylized version of it. I think that might be cool, because it is also like, you know, it would show some, it would make it into a sort of landmark if it's both in the cover and in a postcard. I could do a different one, but I really like this one. I think it's pretty like iconic, just like the skull of a dead god there. Well, you have the location name on the back of the card. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna change, this one says Lemuria here, because we just wanted to do it as like to show what the postcards are gonna look like, but I'm probably gonna change the text here in each of the postcards to say the name of each area. So this one's gonna be Syrah, this one, you know, the next one's gonna be Motag and so on. Yeah, we're kind of using as inspiration these old travel posters that just, you know, they just advertise like a region, and they're very like stylized with a lot of bright colors. and often like either a landscape or a building and a person, or you know, either or both. We already have one with the pretty prominent person here and a prominent building. So for this one, especially being the mountain area, I would like to do something a lot more like a landscape. Probably something close to this Norway one. So it's like big old peaks. And then on the top of the peaks, we can have like a skull with the eye looking at you. Bean cam, it's always there, but it makes my day when I come into stream when it's up. Yes. It's always great to have Bean here next to me. Theoretically, if I wanted to, is Dreadfarer open enough for someone to pull a Heinrich Schliemann? Who's that? That name rings a bell. Let me Google that. It's a Troy guy, yes. A guy that blew up half the city of Troy, trying to do like quote unquote archaeology. And he destroyed, he's believed to have destroyed a bunch of artifacts, and even the like archaeological level that he was actually looking for, like the actual historical city. Which, whoops, you can definitely be like an awful archaeologist and steal artifacts for your wife, or that wasn't Schliemann. That was another old school archaeologist who would gift like actual like Babylonian jewelry to his wife, and she would like wear it at parties, which is like, no, don't do that. But yeah, you can definitely do that. You can definitely be evil. The more evil you are, the more cursed you will be, but also the more money you'll get. That's kind of there's not like really a morality system, but it is like whatever you do with the artifacts, you have a few options. If you start like selling artifacts on the black market, you have higher and higher likelihood of getting a curse, and curses just pile up. So you'll eventually, and each curse has like a different gameplay, like will change the gameplay in some way. Like there is one curse where you will stop being able to choose where you go. Like your next destination is chosen at random. There's a curse where your teeth fuse and you can't speak to people or hire translators anymore, and so you're now like disadvantaged at any point where you need to actually speak to someone. Oh, so it was Schliemann who gave his wife a bunch of the jewelry. He wanted to find specifically Troy from the time of the Iliad. He erroneously believed it was the second layer, but it was actually the seventh layer, which he destroyed on his way to layer 2. Oh. What if your character couldn't speak in the first place? You can definitely roleplay that. There's, if you want to have a very specific character, you can either give yourself a curse at the start or just like roleplay with that in mind. You can give yourself disadvantages if you want to. That'll make the game much harder though. But it is your choice. Nobody's gonna be checking if you're playing exactly by the rules. Will there be any creatures? Oh yeah, definitely. A lot of the dangers you'll meet along the way are gonna be creatures. And there are also creatures like in the descriptions for some of the places. They describe like, in the desert area here, there's a huge caravan that moves. It's constantly like moving from place to place, but they don't have camels. That this region doesn't have camels. they have a sort of weird llama, which I thought was cool. Just like instead of a horse-looking thing, it's just a llama-looking animal that they use in the deserts. Kind of a llama camel. So there are little things like that. Just to give, it's not like describing like huge detail because each like place description is fairly short, but it'll give you, if you're interested in that sort of thing and if you want to like sketch creatures and stuff, it'll hopefully give you like just little things you can go off and make your own little llama thing, for example. A llama, Maxwell. Okay, so let's get on that. We got this empty one with just the sky. I'm gonna change this to, is it 2Gs? I always forget how I spell my own things. It's 2Gs. I never know if it's 2Ts or 2Gs. We'll have to find another slogan. I'll probably keep the structure of them similar, so like name on the bottom, slogan on the top, just so they have all the same, you know, the same vibe. I could change them. Like I could have two of them with a slogan on the top, two of them with a slogan on the bottom. We can see. But we are gonna need pictures of big mountains. So let's see what we get. This is gonna be like really painterly. Like I want this to have, you know, I'll just kind of like copy paste things without editing them too much. Then throw in a filter like this one with a different color palettes, and then I'll just start changing things from like under the filter. So I think the filter is already on. Is it? Let me try and drop a picture in. First, let's find cool mountains like this one. I want just really spiky mountains and some volcanoes. Managing curves that makes it so that any writing you send or record becomes a blank page. I mean, that would be fun, but it would make the game like the concept of the game unplayable because it's all about writing a diary. Okay, maybe not exploding volcanoes, just normal ones. This one is pretty cool. Okay, so the filter is not on. It's here. Okay. It's a gradient map filter. Which, but now we're just gonna choose one gradient map color, or I'll remove the color one for now, and we'll simplify it to a single palette later, because this is the base one I used for the other postcard. But this gives it a noisy effect, which is pretty nice, I think. He also didn't discover Troy. Archaeologists already knew it and he attributed it to himself. What a cool guy. Terry postcard instead of I wish you were here, it's I wish you could leave. Alright, I have a Terry postcard. It's right here. It's on the Patreon. It says soon. So yeah, subscribe to the Patreon if you want postcards from me every month. He died very painfully. Well, at least we got that. Why are the islands named what they're named? We basically started with like regular words, and we started like shortening them and changing them until they didn't feel like the original words. It's a pretty fun way to come up with just like fantasy names. So for example, Sura is the desert island. We took the word Sahara and shortened it until it was a new word. Lazarak is based on the island of Lanzarote, which is like the actual inspiration for this island. So I just took Lanzarote and shortened it a bit and changed the ending. It's more or less how it goes. Kaura, it's like aqua, like water. We just switched a few of the letters. Okay. Start selecting a few of these mountains. I want this one to be in the background. Yeah, I'm taking as inspiration this one here. So we could maybe have like the coast, and we can see the island instead of having, like this bay thing. Just have like the island that's seen from below, seen from the water. So it just feels huge. So look above it. Some basalt columns. We're probably not at the size where basalt columns would be seen. Like the mountains would be basalt, but far away. Maybe we can have some close to the camera. I actually have a picture I took recently of basalt columns. Let me go at it real quick. Which one is it? Lanzarote. Should be around here. There we go. These ones are pretty cool. We can maybe add these in the foreground. Like this one, there's a bit of a splash. 70-70. Motac sounds like Overwash man fell down the stairs while trying to say mountain. Voy a dar una clase. A lesson in what, Shanti? Okay. Let me switch these like so. Oh wait, we got some funky shadows. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's much better. Aerochrome color palette. Right now it's it is like the images like actual color palettes. Where's the grainy map here? It's just kind of exaggerated because of the grainy effect I added on top, but we're gonna add our own color pad later. Something like this, but not yellow, obviously. I think we're gonna go with blues for this one. Light blues and grays. Yeah. Let me actually just try it out here. So the way this works, this grainy gradient map, is there's going to be basically with the posterize here, it just turns everything into 5 colors. Turns everything into 5 different colors. So using this gradient map, you can actually say which color is which exactly, because they're all set at like 0, 25, 50, 75, and 100%. So they're each going to match perfectly to one of those 5 colors. So, you know, I kept black and white the same, although I guess is the white perfectly white? Yeah. And the other 3 I can change to anything I want. So let me zoom out. And then we can change the palette in like different places, which is what I did for the other one. I didn't keep a single palette for everything. Like the water is probably going to be a different palette than the mountains. Like this one's probably going to apply only to the mountains. So it's going to be, I want to say kind of a bluish gray. And if you want to do this to you, if you guys draw and you want to do this to your drawings, it's a pretty good way of setting up a very like a limited palette on a drawing. Especially because you can just put this on top and then just draw below. So I'll show you how to do it real quick if you guys are interested in testing this out. So let's say, yeah, this is my palette, 3 colors, black and white. You set up a posterize. You don't need the reticulation noise here. This just gives it that noisy effect. But if you just do posterize and then a gradient map, you just set the levels, the number of levels of posterize to 5, and then you set up the gradient map like so, like at 0, 25, 50, 75, and 100%. And you can set up the color palette perfectly. And then if you draw below it, it'll always be within that color palette. So you don't have to worry about, you know, having to always use the same colors and like, oh, constantly picking out the colors. It's always going to be like perfectly mapped to that. But obviously you're also going to be limited in the palettes, but it can be fun to work with limitations. Thank you, Vishanti. These are actually for the Kickstarter I'm doing for my game. But the Patreon designs, I'll show you some of the last ones. They're just like more generally based on my art. But, let me show you real quick. Where's the Patreon thing? These are the last 2 I did. Just don't go into the pool. And this one, which is a sillier one, but the back part of it is not the silly. It's like a serious version of this. But congratulations as a worm. It was too funny not to do. And yeah, the previous one is this, which also has like this kind of color palettes, halftone vibe. was fun to make. Yeah, here's one from a few months ago. You can. It's one of the ones back there. Based on a Megalomorpha story. Those are the ones I usually do. When does Dreadfarer take place? Around turn of the 20th century, but we're not setting a specific year. Would you still love chat if you were a worm? I would. Of course I would. See about the highlight color on here. I think I'm going to use this color palette only for the mountains, and then use a different one for the water when I put the water below here. The sun is gone, but the light and heat from the accretion disk will kill us less quickly. Exactly, and we'll still keep orbiting as we slowly freeze. Drawing's done. What you doing, RGB? Ooh, I like this mountain. With this color palette, I think it works really well. So now that I have the color palette set up, just by changing the levels here, I can change like where these mountains are in this color palette. And I'm thinking like, I'm gonna go with darker up in the front. And with the mountains that are further back, I'm gonna go lighter. Kind of like there's atmosphere in the middle, you know? Like so. About these, really like these, but maybe behind, like it's a middle layer. And then I can move this one to the back. Makes a pretty nice sense of depth, right? You'll see in a bit. Watching. Hey, Norax. My goal for each of these is I want them to look like, you know, these old school posters. And I want them to look like pretty nice, like, oh, this looks like a cool place. But each of them has like something weird on them. So yeah, I could add the giant skull on here, or like, you know, maybe like a giant rib cage or something popping out. Or since we're gonna have the water in the front, I could add something, you know. I could add something in the water, kind of more in the front, like the little birds in the one we're using as inspo here. Weird creature or something. Okay, let's try out island island mountain, maybe? So, let's see if we can get a coastline. This one's good. Right under the bean here. That one's really good. Okay, where did I put it? Where's this layer? Oh, it's all the way up top, okay. The body's in the water. Something wrong in the reflections could be fun. Yeah. Let's see, only part of the coast being visible would be good. And I like the little boat here. Kind of gives us a sense of scale. I'm gonna try to mix that up here. The good thing is, since it's like pretty heavily filtered, you can get away with some, you know, if we remove the gradient map here, these don't really match that well, but once we put it on, boom. Like magic. Which is great. Okay, that looks pretty cool, I would say, right? And it matches fairly well lighting-wise, too. I won't have to do, like, a ton here. Okay. Here we have our basalt rocks. We're gonna need some more water. I got some more here. Now we're gonna need an intermediate layer that connects the closed water here to the one there. So I think we should be able to find that fairly easily, like right here actually. Okay, where's this layer? Did it? Oh, it was still loading. There it is. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that works pretty well, I'd say. It ties the perspective of both layers pretty well. Your crab with a hat. No, we can't do that. That's too scary. Okay, let's do a layer here that's just mountains. This will allow us to pick the... Hold on. The silhouette of the mountains in the background here. like this. And we can make that into, there we go, the palette for only the mountains. And then everything that's outside of that, like the water and the sky, can get a different blue. So I can get maybe the same palette with a hue shift. Could be cool. So we're doing an inversion of that. Filling up this little area here. Okay. So I want something that's pretty much just blue. So we're gonna remove that yellow. Gonna make that a very light blue. This middle one. This middle one changes mostly the sea. Do you know, like, Japan has those tourism mascots? The islands have crab in the hats. I like crab in the hats. Posted in the Holy Bean channel. What did you post? Oh my god, what'd you make? Is it a video? Okay, hold on. Let me open this browser. Does it open? No, okay, it does not. It's video. Videos don't do that. Let me show it here. Okay.
Over the garden wall is an underappreciated example of
Oh,
older America.
Over the garden wall is great. I got confused and thinking that the text-to-speech was from the video. It's like, what? Oh, cryptid acolyte. Please accept our gift. Ah, yes! Oh my god. Did you just... Did you just make this in like the last hour? Oh my god. Jimmy, this is incredible. Okay, so this is the context for this is I explained at the beginning of the stream, but in case you missed it, earlier today I spoke to two ladies who feed the cats, the street cats, in the neighborhood here, and they told me about Bean. They told me Bean's backstory.
I'm the mysterious voice of the ghosts that live inside your walls. Weatherman chocolate caliente and time to play with Bean.
You can play with Bean whenever I'm asleep. Is that fair? This is really good, RGB. Oh my god. You're getting a pin in the channel. And check this out. You're gonna get a cool new role. Hold on. I name you Priest of Bean. That just gave you a little bean next to you. Everyone congratulate the new Priest of Bean. Congrats on the baby. This is the baby.
Hail to the priest.
Praise be, praise be. This is a really cool base, right? Just put it next to this. They have the same vibe with the color palettes and stuff. This one's a bit more of a muted color palette, but I think it works for this. Now we just need to add something weird. And there's a few things we could do. We can use the basalt rocks here to add some kind of creature on them. That's option 1. A creature. Right, these should be inverted, I'm thinking now. Because the lighting doesn't make sense. The lighting is coming from the left. So let me real quick do a little edit here. It's a bit annoying because I got the color palettes on a separate layer to the rest here, but what is it? Okay, there we go. It works. The Archdeacon of the Church of Bean. The Archbeacon. Little kiss to Bean. Because I'm thinking like we could add a bunch of different water creatures to this, but this is meant to be the mountain area, so you're not really gonna meet water creatures in it. So you know we could have a little guy sitting here, you know, just saying hi to us. Hello, I'm a creature. Maybe I'm a mermaid or something. I don't know. But that wouldn't really represent the area, because the area is meant to be the mountains. So I think we should have something gigantic like here, because this is like the perfect space for it, I'd say. Or we could have a callback to the poster, not the poster, the cover, which is an area in this region. So we could have that be like here, for example, on this little corner here. We could have a huge skull just popping out. But I feel like that would be too small for the size of the postcard. So probably need something even bigger than that. Manatee. You go for like the same vibe, but the same vibe as the cover with a big eye looking at you, but without the skull. So you know the skull is still also in this region, but it would be fun if there was just a huge eye, petrified eye, just made of stone, in the center here. Or just like instead of just like the eyeball, it could be embedded into the mountain. That's definitely a theme. A visual theme, at least. It also appears in one of the artifacts I made is the living stone, which is gonna be from this area as well. So it's a stone with eyes. So it could be a fun thing to have. Just this enormous eye kind of looking back at you. Giant griffin. Griffins are fun. A big mountain fish. Do you have a list of the else SCPs you've worked on? I indeed do. Let me pull it up for you. Let's see. It's in the collections here. It is right here. It should look like this. It's still missing the last one I did, the seal one, because that one doesn't have a... It's still... The contest is still happening, so it doesn't have a number yet. But it's for the 8,000 contest. If you haven't seen it, I posted this recently. It should be around here. Here it is. Oh, seal. It's doing pretty great in the contest. I think last time Rounder told me it was 3rd in the contest. But climbing, so there's a real chance this could win and we could have SCP-8000 next to this SCP-6000 in the gallery. That would be fun. You've been reading them all? Like, as in all SCPs in order? Good luck. There's 8,000 of them. Rapidly approaching 10,000. I would say I would give it 2 or 3 years for 10,000. Writing all this on your favorites? Yeah, that's like a big project. Good luck, Cass. What about the skull being the main thing? Because they shouldn't blend together? What you mean? As in look too similar to the cover? Okay. Here's what I think we could do. Big eye in the background. Kind of here we can like kind of make a socket for it. So it's like somewhere over here. A little bit more round. Something like this. You know, just pretend the iris is round. And we could have some like birds here. You know what birds look like. Long beaks, mayhaps. Maybe some seagulls or some squaws, which are like the Arctic brown seagulls that are little fuckers. They're cool. I like this one. Oh, what are these? Are those boobies? I think those are maybe boobies. If I look for boobies, I might. Let me remove Pixabay, because it has a high chance of having like actual boobs. Let's see. Those are boobies, yes. There we go. That was a dangerous search I just did. A booby trap that actually catches booby. They actually fit the color palettes of this, magically enough. So I'll take that as a sign that that's the ones we should be using. Okay, let me try the... I don't use this much because I was afraid of using it because it used to like slow down my stream on the other computer. Let's see if this works here. Does it slow my stream? No, perfect. Okay, so this allows this object picker. It basically runs an object's detection on like the whole document or the whole layer you're on. And you can just click on things and select them. And once it has run it once, it's actually a bit better than the preview it gives you. That's nice. Okay. You know, that's not perfect, but fun to use. It's a start. Oh yeah, in other news, I have been watching, now reading Dungeon Meshi. How did nobody like scream at me to watch this or to read this before? It's like made for me. It's like speculative biology monsters. It's incredible, it's great. You guys should watch it. There's the show is just coming out. It's on like the 6th or 7th episode. But the manga is already finished. Since a few years ago. So I've watched up to, you know, I've watched the show up to the current episode, and now I'm starting with the manga. Twitch horror artist canceled after searching boobies on stream. Next Val's gonna be searching tits on stream? No, I already did a tits. Don't you remember? A tit. Delicious in Dungeon is the name in English, and it sucks. Really, really bad name. The name in Spanish is actually way better, because they made a really good pun. The name for Dungeon Meshi in Spanish is Dragones y Mazmorras. So, Dragones y Mazmorras with a D at the beginning is Dungeons and Dragons. But they changed it to Dragones y Mazmorras, which means gluttons and dragons. It's so fucking good. Val is showing his tits on stream. Ban him. There's a tits and boobies kind of stream. That actually works quite well. Let me remove my little drawing. Where is it? Where's my drawing? Here. Yeah, it would be Dungeons and Gluttons. I said it the other way. But in English, I would have done, if I were to do the same pun in English, I would have done Gluttons and Dragons. Because it works a bit better. I'm sorry, Norex. I'm not going to be able to help you. You dug yourself into this hole. What if that little bird sketch was like an actual bird species? They look like that, 2D and everything. Okay, let's group this up, name it boobies, and put a levels layer on top. Okay, so we have some birdies. It gives it a little bit more, you know, something to look at in the front. And there in the back, we could have a giant eye. Let's see. I could use a similar one or the same one I used for the skull, but it might be too much using that twice. I just really love that eye. Let me show it to you. So okay, this is an elephant eye, and it's so good for like monster eyes that still look a little bit human. Perfect. Val said, name it boobies, and I could feel his soul question everything. What was that ship murder game? Return of the Obra Dinn. I said it in chat, yes. Or Dredge. Yeah, Dredge. I think Cass might have been thinking about Dredge. There was murder in both. Whale eyes. Whale eyes are creepy, yes. You guys ever seen a whale eye up close? Check this out. They look human. Like, when I see a whale eye, all I can think of is this is a human person that's been cursed to live in a fish body, and it's screaming out for help. It's asking you to be released. Look at this. It's too human. It sort of creeps me out. Okay, let's see if we got specifically the search for whale eye. Let's see if it gives us anything. Ooh, a beluga eye. We got a lot of whales and eyes, but not the combination. It's too low res. How about dolphin eyes, maybe? They have the same vibe. Problem with them, with whales, dolphins, etc., is they are marine mammals, so they're always kind of gonna look wet. And if we want to make it look like a giant stone eye, I don't know if that'll work. Yeah, well, face might give us something. This isn't bad, though. I do like it. But let's see other things. tuned in. What other animals have you tried? Just this so far. That's a pretty cool eye. Definitely not what I was looking for, but... I wasn't thinking of bird eyes. Birds have some pretty creepy eyes sometimes. Could be vertical like this. Truly the hills had eyes in the end, yes. Why not use a regular human eye? Too uncanny? Yeah, it's too... Like, I think human eyes don't work well for, like, these kind of, like, monster eye type things. Because they're too human. You kind of want something that looks a little bit human, but not quite. For that just uncanny valley feeling. Eyes have cool eyes, but it's extremely hard to find. We've done this before. It's extremely hard to find pictures of eyes that are free and good, because they're not really common animals. Oh, draw so bad, but you're so lazy. Need some encouragements? Well, draw now. If you don't have something by the end of the stream, I will time you out. Hope that's good encouragement. Good luck. Rhinos might be good, yes. Good call. This is good. Kind of like this. Look at rhinos. They have really good eyes, yes. They're also kind of sad looking, their eyes. Ooh, this black and white one is good. Okay, we got a few options. Oh, this one's so wrinkly. Okay, let's try this one first. Let's go for vertical again. Like this. We're gonna need to brighten the eye itself. The area around it is cool though. And you know the good part about this? We just came up with this, but I still, like, we still haven't fully written all the areas in the mountain area in this island. So I can totally add one area that's just like the eye hills, and it's just a bunch of hills that look like eyes. Hello, Bean. You changing spot? Okay, let me give you an open spot here. Whoop. When he's sleeping on his bed for a long time, it gets warm, so he switches. Kind of hard to see the actual line here. Mountainousy. Oh no. You are right, though. Thank you so much, Voxelos, and welcome. Great to have you here. Okay, what if we pick up a couple different rhino eyes and just place them around? So it's like, you know, instead of a single one, we got a bunch. This one's cool, but it's kind of hard to see, like the eye itself. This one might be a little better. Let me see. Kind of rough because of the amount of light in the eye in the valley. It's not meant to look like a photo. I'm even gonna change like the palette of the eyes so they just pop. So we're not going for realism here. Being so sleepy. Okay, let's see this. Hey Michi, how are you doing? Did you get a draw? Hell yes, Evan.
Well, you are not beating them on to accusations.
Oh damn. I guess I can't do vertical. You're right. Whoa, what just happened here? Okay. It's just doing weird things. Okay, it's working now. Still think the flamingo eye was much creepier though. And also more visible as an eye.
He came back, and the mountain is ready. Val, what have you brought upon this cursed land? Lol.
You guys need to get your minds out of the gutter. Whoa! Bean, careful. Just got attacked. I just got viciously attacked by this kitty right here. Yes, you. You there. You creature. He's the real cryptid here. Hold on. Yeah. That's an actual toy you can play with, as opposed to the pen I used to work.
The wisdom hers for human flesh. The island inspires him to seek out human sacrifice.
What was that sound he made? It's just a little attack scream that he makes sometimes. His war cry. Hold on. There you go. You wanna play with this? But you can't play with a pen, okay? You got it? Little kiss? Little kiss? No? No kisses? He hates me. Little kiss? He hates me so much. Come on. Just one. Just asking for one. You hate me so bad. No little kiss for me, I guess. You want to bring me this? Oh, he just wants to look over it. Okay. He's a warlike character and rejects all peacemaking. Yes. He won't give you a kiss because you asked for it. He doesn't want to do anything asked for them. That's actually not true. Bean is really a really obedient fella. He comes when you ask him, like from the other side of the apartment too. Oh, he wants to give me this. Thank you, Bean. From the from the other side of the apartment, if I make like this noise, he comes. Little crunch, Bean. Ooh, that's a crunchy one. Yeah, your favorites. Now he's actually gonna kiss my fingers because they're full of treat dust. What were you doing on stream yesterday? I was playing Blasphemous.
This island looks like the head of a giant sea beast who has an early appearance like it's covered in super barnacles.
Oh, yeah.
What would happen if it ever got up?
I like that. That's definitely what we're going for, yes. Like, the island is alive. Oh. He took it. Okay, so I might actually go for the flamingo eye. And then add this on top. And, oh, he's giving it to me. Thank you, Bean. You've made an elevator pitch edit for something? For what? For, like, what we're doing now? Or is it just, like, a general elevator pitch? If it's for me, you can post it in Val's operating room on the Discord. You can feel the EP encroaching. That's fair. Bean. Okay, I'll give you something that'll stop the sleepy. Bean, attack. Attack. Kill. Here, do a big jump. Do a big jump. Good. Give me. Good job. Oh, crunchy. Hope you guys heard that one. you want another? You gotta pick it up. It's over there, okay? You want it? He doesn't seem to be too interested. If you'll just consider the crab with a hat. This is beautiful. I think you gotta make that your profile pic now. It's imperative. Did he growl? No. You must have heard the crunch from the treat, I guess. Okay. Don't say mountainousy. Don't say it. I know you guys want to say it. Don't. Don't worry. It's not gonna be here like this forever. Don't say mountainousy. There we go. Now it's an actual eye. Just wanted to use the folds around the elephant eye for this. Ooh, careful. Googly eye. Hold on, I'm gonna do something even funnier.
We're all
Oh no.
mature adults here. All I can say is stone giant from the ocean floor. No, no. That is boring into my soul.
Bean. Bean just attacked the eye. Have you ever seen a sea urchin's anus? Oh yeah, I saw a pretty viral post that popped up some time ago. That's your googly eye. No, Bean. Don't attack random things. Look, you got a toy right here. Yeah. Do your war cry. Do your war cry. Whoa, war cry. I don't know if that mic picked that up. Let's see that war cry. Come on. No?
Even we know not to trust it. He is protecting all of us from the things that came from below. Praise him for trying to save us.
Oh, thank you, Bean. Do you war cry? He has the best war cry. He only does that specific meow when he's like attacking something. That's why I call it his war cry. Here, you got some treat dust here, right? There you go. Here, you got a little bit of treats left. They're big treats, so it takes him a while to get through them. Bean? You wanna pick that up? Look. Right there. He is such a funny little guy. Absolutely. I heard to do a war crime. Oh no. No war crimes, Bean, please. We've been through this. You can't do war crimes. Oh, you're so beautiful. Okay, let me actually go to the boobies because I just noticed a little booby problem here. Oh, Bean, it's kind of hard to do what I want when you're on the tablet. No. No. That's not a toy. Move over. Move over. uh... What you doing? No. Look at him. I'm going to eat you, Bean. You okay with that? Can I eat you? Oh. So tasty. Are there real birds? Are the birds real? Yes, they're boobies. Google boobies and you'll find them. Yes, exactly. Earlier today, my parrot felt like I wasn't paying attention to him, so he attacked your earlobe. That's what Bean does when he gets on here. He knows that by sitting on the tablet, he will get attention. Blue-footed boobies always walk like they want people to notice their new shoes. Yes. Okay, where were we? Eyes. Since we have this one already, because I want to add just assorted eyes all around the mountain. No, Bean, don't do that. Good try. Good attempt. It's like doing art on level 2 difficulty. Because you're being attacked. Oh! And he also presses on the keyboard. He's attacked me on 2 fronts. No, no vertical, no vertical, no more mountainousy. Bean, what's with this eye booger right here? Look at that. You should clean yourself, mate. Okay. Right here. Stay there. And I'll give you your toy. Look, right here. There you go. Yeah, that's your toy. That is indeed your toy. Yes, there you go. I'll keep him entertained. Or not. Bean wants to do art too. Do you guys want... Should we let Bean do some art? Okay, let's do this. Okay. Let's open a new file. Let's set that to, yeah, square. It's a really big square, but it's fine. And we will get a little pen thing that should... No, not this. Some inking one. This is pretty good. Okay, Bean. There you go. I'm just holding it for him and letting him draw. Okay, keep going. Some more here. There you go. Okay, keep it up. Bean is doing art. You turn around. Does that mean it's on? Oh. You gonna attack? Oop. There you go. I'm not looking at the screen. I'm just letting him express himself. Kinda just drew a little guy there. He drew both of us. Oh. Is that it then? Yeah, he walked away. That means he's done with his arts. This is the bean arts. Do you guys like it? He drew... I don't know. How do you guys interpret this? Here, okay, what I'm seeing here... I'm gonna do this on a separate layer, don't worry. I'm seeing me, like the stick figure. This is me, I know the face, the arms. And here's Bean. With 2 eyes, little nose, and an angry face. So it's Bean being angry at me. Do you guys see that as well? Maybe he wasn't expressing anger, but you know, it's kind of hard to say exactly what he meant by that. It's a self-portrait. Yeah, Bean drew himself. Very avant-garde. I think he's better than you. He's definitely better than me. Thank you for the save reminder. We're definitely saving this as being art. And we're saving this too while we're at it. He drew a human bisected in half and bleeding everywhere. Damn. Cannot say. Oh, okay.
We are so proud of you, Bean.
We're so proud of you, Bean. Where are you? What's up? You wanna go? No. Just standing there in the corner. In the middle is a headless corpse. Oh my god. Yeah, like 2 legs. 2 legs. A torso. And 1 arm. And no head. It is a headless corpse. And here is... Maybe this what this means is like the other arm and the head. If I were to interpret the image here, it doesn't have to be like cut off. It doesn't have to be disembodied. Maybe it's just an expression of like dynamism. It's a dancing person. Could be. Can we commission Bean? You can commission him for the price of treats. If you go to my Ko-fi, or if you subscribe to my Patreon right now for on the first level, Bean will draw you something whenever he's up for it, obviously. Yes, it is definitely, if I were to interpret this, again, if I may be so bold, what I'm seeing here is a little kitty. It's like I'm looking up. And next to it is a human. So that's a representation of Bean and I playing. And this, who knows what this means? I think it's too abstract for us to be able to interpret it. Very obviously Ferb from Phineas and Ferb. Oh, maybe it is my Slenderman statue. Could be, could be. Although it doesn't have, like, the arms aren't up in that little statue. So I'm not sure.
Included strips or symbolic cat hairs.
Oh. And I'm thinking, like, this little thing here, that could be his treats, which look like little fish. So it's Bean getting treats from me. And yeah, this could be a treat. is wonderful. Bean is a wonderful artist. Don't we agree? We'll save this for posterity. Also, I'm gonna do a. Should I call these like 3 separate pieces? Because I think Bean was intended for them to be 3 separate pieces, right? The way he set it up. Or do you think it's all one story? I think maybe a story in 3 parts, but what we can do is let's just do F11 and copy each of these, and we'll save them separately. Okay. We'll quick export as PNG. We'll call this Bean Art 1. No, yeah, that's 1. Bean Art 2. He's a wonderful artist. Give me treats or I will cut your arm off. Signed Bean. Person turned into cat treats. A triptych. It's a triptych, exactly. It should be preserved in a uniform form. That's true. I'm also gonna save the full one. So we have an idea of the intended composition. That's wonderful. I'm gonna send this to the Val's operating room right now. Gonna call these Untitled 1, 2, and 3. Back to the Mont. Don't call it Montessori. Stop. B, what's up? You wanna go out? Okay. Shouldn't have made him on to see. You guys hate me. Okay, let's brighten the eye. The Discord edit is killing you? What do you mean? Does that man have an elephant eye? Rhino, actually. Except for this one in the center, which is a flamingo. Yeah, good catch. What's the story of the mountains? Well, they're mountains with eyes. That's basically what we got. It's a mysterious looking place in this mysterious looking continent we're making a game in. Okay, I'm gonna get the googly eyes like out. Actually, these are the old googly eyes from the other one. I think I'm gonna do a separate gradient map just for the eyes. What color could it be? I think yellow, since we already got yellows here, just something that's kind of piercing. So I'm actually going to use the other one we got here as a base instead. Gonna apply it only to the eyes. We can make that selection better later. Yellow works pretty well, I'd say. Got to sleep. Okay, Hammy. Good night to you. Straight to the point, exactly. Sometimes living it as a mystery is the best. It's the way to go. A little bit orange, maybe. I mean, the shadows could be blue. It's not a bad thing. So it would match with the mountains too. Not this blue, but let's just assume it blue from here. It's not bad, but I need to brighten the other two eyes a lot more. In general, I think I need to brighten all three eyes. Why does ice cream need soy in it? Really? Does it have soy? That's wild. Mayo in peanut butter and cookies. Oh my god. Really common emulsifier is made from soy. Okay, makes sense. I have a jar of roasted red peppers that say may contain gluten. They put it in everything. I think the difference here is that the rhino eyes have a black sclerae, so they just look really dark overall. Well, this one has white sclera. So I could simply draw some sclera, I guess. Kind of grainy, but it does work. That's better. That's fine. Could make them calcified into rock. I mean, in real life, they wouldn't look, you know, they wouldn't look a different color. They would look like the area this is gonna be is like a bunch of rocks that look like eyes. So in real life, they would look kind of calcified. But for the postcard, I want to make them pop. Hence the yellow color. Do the eyes move? I think they would stay still. It's like, you know, dormant or dead. I think I'm gonna rotate this one a little bit. Just so they look a little bit more chaotic. Like each one is in a different direction. Okay, I think we got something. Now for the color here. Could reduce the opacity a little so it blends in a little bit more with the background. The mountain sleeps with its eyes open, exactly. You wanna go, B? Wanna go out? You were calling me, right? I think he wants to go out. Let me open the door for him. Let's go, Beanie. I failed. He actually didn't. I misunderstood. I opened the door for him and he just stood looking at me. Like, what are you doing? Are you going somewhere? I know what I go to these islands for. A list of edible flora and fauna and recipes. That's really good. I like that. I think a really fun character could be a cook that just wants to cook some new recipes, investigating. I think that's good. I don't think we got any character like that in the character lists, but I'm gonna add that. Cook to character list. There we go. Okay, I like this. And now we need a slogan. Get away from the ordinary is going to be for the first one, which we have here. And for the second one, keep your eyes open. Keep your eyes open to wonder, to mystery, to adventure. Come see the mountain sea. Come on. A sight to behold. Nathan, that's really good. I really like a sight to behold. I think that's gonna be a winner. I showed you my boobies, please respond. Okay, I'm quite happy with this. Let's give that a try. Apply the same. Oh no, shit. I missed the googly eyes. Oh. Here. There we go. Now, with that on, I'm going to put the same smart filters. I'm going to have to change the camera raw one, but... I do like the sort of purpley tone that it gave it. I think that's pretty nice, actually. Let's give it a little bit more sharpen, or just go to the camera raw here. And do some sharpening on the top. Like this. I'm gonna keep the grain and everything else the same. Do you want to go now, B? Okay, now yeah. Now you're meowing at me, are you? Yeah. Okay, now if I open the door, if he doesn't go out. I swear to God. Okay, he did go out now. Will this come as postcards in the box? Yes, if you are at the 3rd tier on the Kickstarter, you'll get the 5 postcards on top of the game, and the stretch goals. I want to eat it. Well, you can eat it if you're back on Kickstarter. Actually, since it's been a while, let me show the Kickstarter for people who might be unfamiliar. This game is currently on Kickstarter. We still got 22 days to go, and we're already at 6,200 out of... Well, we already beat the goal by a lot, which is really wild. But we got the last stretch goal that we have planned is at 6,500. So you can help us get there. It's gonna mean backers will be able to get a map, a printed map you can unfold and trace your adventures through it. That's really cool. I really want that to exist. So hopefully we get there. But yeah, you can get, if you back at the 3rd tier, which is the Eldritch Antique and words tier, you can get the 5 postcards. One of them, well, the 2 of them you can see are the one in this document. I'm making the second one right now, and we're going to be making one each week, revealing it to the backers. Thank you, Ricochet. Beanie's going to want to come back in 5 seconds. Yeah, he probably just wants to go eat or poop or something. He'll be back in like 5. Will copies be limited to the Kickstarter, or will it be available generally? We don't know. It'll depend on a few factors, but it's not sure that it's going to be available physically as... It's definitely digitally, but physically, after the Kickstarter, we're not actually sure if it's going to be available. So if you want to have it, for sure, the only way to actually get it for sure is to back the Kickstarter. Thank you, Garakan. Yeah, it's been wild. It got the initial goal we had, which, you know, admittedly was pretty low, but, you know, it's a 2-man operation. We're mostly going to use the funds to get all the printing and sending done. So, and you know, the rest of it, which is, I don't know, I don't know how much it's going to be percentage wise, because after we do all the stretch goals and all the like physical rewards, I don't know how much is going to be left over, but that's going to be to compensate the work that goes into it. But yeah, it's pretty wild that it got beaten in like just a few hours. Will backers get a special Discord role? I haven't really thought about that. We would have to do like a whole survey to every backer to ask for their Discord thing. But if you are on the Discord and you've backed and you show a little screenshot that I've backed, I will give you a little roll. How about that? I'll give you a Dreadfarer roll. Don't fuck them on to see. You guys cannot be helped. Okay, so the shadows should be a little blue. I'm going to be a little subtle with this. That's good. That's a nice color, I think. Well, each of the postcards is going to have a color palette, so they're all going to be, you know, pretty distinct, despite, you know, having all the same design, the same base design. I want them all to be pretty distinct. So I want, obviously the desert one has to be orange. I think this sort of bluish tone for the mountain one kind of works. As for the others, so the areas we have in the game are Sarah, which is the desert, Motag, which is this one, it's the mountain island, then Desangle, which is the jungle, and that definitely has to be green because it's a jungle area, and Lazarak, which is the kind of like a volcanic wasteland. That's probably going to be red and black. And then the 5th one is going to be the sea. So that might be blue as well, but maybe like a purple blue instead of blue yellow. We'll see. This is where the man pecker lives. Thank you, Karakan. Please cast the mountains for consent, please. The sea. Lady Thalia's enemy. You're already making enemies, and the game isn't even out yet. Be careful. But yeah, I'm quite happy with this. Actually, I realized I haven't signed these. I signed this. Actually, did I? That's fun. I didn't sign the cover for my own game. Although you could argue that this here has a signature. Just incidentally, though. Honestly, I don't mind if everything in this little book isn't signed, because it's, you know, it's already pretty obvious that it's mine. Would it be possible to harvest them? No, they would be made of stone. Would they be edible? I can imagine that being considered a delicacy. Maybe I have to drill into them to actually get to the juices, to the eye juices. I love saying words like eye juices. Okay, for a long 2 hours. That's pretty good time for this. Let me edit just a couple of things before I call this one done. I want to get the sky to be a little higher here, and I want between the mountains. Like under these mountains. I want to brighten that up a little, just to add some contrast. And then darken this, so it kind of connects. Okay. Just a couple small touches there. Gonna apply the smart filters. Then I'm gonna have to simplify a bunch of the layers, especially I think the eyes. Because I have huge layers here that are making this document basically enormous. So yeah, I'm gonna simplify. And let's see how much this weighs now. Okay, that's actually now a decent sized document. Back of the book signature. Yeah. Definitely. There has to be a signature in there, but just pledge. Thank you, Lilith. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy it. We're gonna be doing a playthrough in this very stream. Once the game is like in a more or less complete state, as we're sort of like just kind of playtesting it. I'll be doing a stream playing it because I think that's going to be a lot of fun. And I might take like the artifacts and stuff that I find during my playthrough and make art of them, and then just put that into the book, so it's going to like feed into the actual game itself. I think that's going to be nice. Okay, I'm gonna save this. And how about this? I still have to make the patch design. That was the the second stretch goal, if I recall correctly. Yes, the second stretch goal is going to be a patch, like a physical patch you're going to be able to get, and I want to make a design for it. So I think we could at least get started on that on the tail end of the stream. And but yeah, what I'm gonna do real quick is I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna open the door for Bean, and then we'll be back and do that. Okay? So hang tight. I'll be right back. And we're back. Did you miss me? Did you miss us? A little kitty. Scatter, he's back. Everyone run. That fan art is super sick. Yeah. We got really cool fan art. Gotta keep adding some of the newer ones to the slideshow. Okay, Bean, go up. Let's go. Come on, Bean. Let's go. gonna do it. Come on. Let's go. He's thinking about it. Come on. Think about it real hard. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay, sit down, sit down. You just said, yeah, exactly like my Spanish teacher from high school. Oh, little man. Okay, where were we? Yes, we had just finished this, and I was thinking about doing a patch. So I got the document right here. Perfect. Oh yeah, actually, I should save this as two different things. A PNG that's gonna look like this. And then I'm gonna take the cutting edges, do a crop, and now save that as a JPEG without the, without the wide edges. So it's gonna look like the real thing, like the actual postcard. Let's save that. Perfect. And for the patch, I had this started. I basically just figured out the shape it could be. Oh, does a slideshow support animation? I'm not sure. I'd have to test it out. Because it's Stream Elements that does it. So I'm not sure if it allows GIFs, but probably. Tentatively, probably. Bean is the ultimate life form. He is. Does he deserve a treat? Chat. Him. Does he deserve a treat? We're waiting for chat's judgments. We're saying yes. Aren't you happy, Bean? You're getting a tweet. You know what that means? Treats. Okay, let's hope for a crunch. That was a little crunch. There you go. How dare I even ask? I always gotta ask you, just to have an excuse to give Bean a treat for absolutely no reason. If I do it through OBS, yeah, but OBS slideshows are incredibly unoptimized, and they actually like eat through your CPU. So I would not recommend doing slideshows on OBS itself. I don't know why, but it actually kills your CPU for some reason. Okay, so a little crunch from the little man. Yeah, sometimes he gives us a big crunch, but not always. Okay, so for the patch, we were thinking something like pretty like understated that you could put on a jacket or something, and or in a backpack or something, and it wouldn't really like, you know, it would just be cool on its own, you know, without needing to know the game, because obviously most people won't know the game. So I think it could just be the eye logo, the word Lemuria. This Bean, what the hell are you up to? Don't scratch in there. Stop that. No. No, you can't bite that. He's going wild over here. Stop that, Bean. Bean. Stop it. Easy. So there's my Switch is on the table. And it has this... It has these little things. And he goes crazy for them. Stop. Look, look, look. Look over here. There we go. Oh, you're so silly. Bean crimes. Haven't had an issue back when you did it. Well, I had a few slideshows back in the day on my OBS, and the moment I removed it, the CPU efficiency increased by 10%. Like, the slideshows alone were eating 10% of my CPU, which is pretty wild. And it's been a known issue. So yeah, I do them through Stream Elements. It would be funny if there were no lemurs. True, I wonder if I should explicitly include lemurs. Bean, do you want to do more art? I think he wants to do more art. Okay. Bean? Let's get your brush from before. This one. Oh, you don't want to go? Okay, he didn't want to do art. Bean? Bean? Come on over. Do you want to do some art? No. He wants to play with toys. I'm gonna pick up one of these toys to keep him entertained for a bit. Careful with my chair. Don't get yourself crushed, Bean. Okay. If he comes back up here, we can let him do some more art. Have a good lurk, Ricochet. So I was thinking of maybe including a simplified version of the cover. Like the skull with the eye as a silhouette. We can only do, I think it's up to 4 colors, but let me actually get take a second look at that. Four colors, yes. Okay. So obviously the background, we just have it here for you know, because I don't like the little squares, but it's gonna be a round thing. And we can only use up to 4 colors. So what if we had, let's say, a selection of this guy.
This looks like the Kakos Industries logo.
What is Kakos Industry? Yeah, I think we're gonna keep this like pretty silhouette-y. And also the eye symbol is the one you see in the back of the logo itself, just as a line version of it. But it's gonna be everywhere. Like it's also up here. It's kind of like the symbol of Lemuria. Bean! He threw the trash can on the ground accidentally. Evil Company podcast. Okay. So we can have this. Separately in the background. Yeah, it's gonna be all very, very smushed together. I gotta be careful. So what if we had the guy here, the skull here, and the shape of some mountains? So what we can do is do a posterize layer, put it on top like this, change it to, I'll say 5 levels maybe. No, it's gotta be 4, like, we can't do more than 4 colors, that's true. So it's gotta be 4 levels. And then we gotta blur this so it's a little simplified. Same with our guy here. Keep the edges sharp, but make the inside blurred. Then we're gonna desaturate. I think we gotta simplify it even further, maybe? Not sure. What is Bean up to? Oh, he's hiding. Gotta leave him the string toy there to play. Okay, so actually we got a really good set of mountains here. What if I use one of them? Like this shape here? What if I put that here? Put this in the background and make it one single color. So like this, well, basically white, light gray, dark gray, black. Those are 4 colors that we can play with. So what I'm thinking I can do is make it all or nearly all dark gray. Then for this guy, sort of have the contrast up. Like this. And for the, we're gonna have to simplify all the lines and stuff, but for now we're just kind of setting up what we want to do. For the skull, I might have to continue it here, to continue this shadow, but that's fine. For the skull, I think we also want to go pretty dark, at least for the sockets. And change the music. There we go. Everything here has to be quite simplified. Something like this, perhaps. I'm thinking that I will listen to the Mummy soundtrack while I'm in Surat. That's really good. Good choice. We definitely, once the game is out and people are playing, someone suggested, and I really like this idea, of doing a channel on the Discord where, you know, people can just share their adventures, share what they've been up to. And it would be really cool to just have little playlists that people can add to for each area. That was you, okay.
How are you faring? Dreadfully.
It's hard to simplify a photo to 4 colors. I'm really trying here, though. Maybe I'll have to just redraw it, but... this is what it looks like without the Buster Rhymes. What if the eye is like up here? That's pretty good, I think. Then we can move these around too. If it lets me. It's empty, yes. Okay, there we go. Just hadn't picked all the layers, I guess. Music is that? That's Wave Shaper. You can see the current playing song here. And if you want the whole playlist, you can do !playlist on the chat and it should give you the Spotify playlist I made. Don't worry, Opie. And welcome. There it is, that's a playlist. You bought a pack of strawberries and ended up eating them all in one day. That's a real danger. I do that with cherries. And with grapes. I cannot be contained. Deselect my camera. There's a reward for that. You can use your points to deselect my camera. Yes, Lilith, I think you might like fruits. What if I make this just generally brighter? And then just darken the sockets. Possibly be better. Wanted to ask what kind of game are you making? Yes, I'm making a solo TTRPG. So it's a role-playing game that you can just play on your own. You just need a notebook or a sketchbook and the game book and some dice. And the whole concept is filling up this little diary of your adventures through this weird cursed land of Lemuria. So yeah, there's a link right here in the chats. Give that a look. I think it like needs to blend in with the mountain a little better, but on the other hand, I still want it to be visible, you know. So that's our dilemma here. It's actually a little bit better. Blends it in better, I think. Dwarf Fortress music. Yes! What a great soundtrack, right, Snake? I keep listening to it just on its own. Okay, that is 4 colors. I've managed to keep it within 4 colors, which is not an easy task. But now, what we should do is a gradient map. And in this gradient map, I'm going to separate it in 4. So it should be 1 in 33 and 1 in 66. That's going to give us 4 colors. Black and white are going to stay black and white. And I think, or maybe not, maybe we can change that. I want to go for like a sepia tone. So I'm thinking the light gray and the dark gray are just going to be like this sort of colors. What do you guys think? Maybe we can even make the white like not entirely white, so it's like a little bit more muted tones. You know what OST is brilliant? The following DLC for Dying Light. I will check that out. Yeah, gotta be a little off-white there. And maybe the black can also be a little bit more muted. A little bit dark brown. And obviously this will only apply to the patch itself. So it's clipped on top. That way we can get the black background. It's a separate thing. The patch is gonna be round. And with the eye, everything should be in the posterize group. There we go. So for the eye, maybe the second color. And maybe it has, it's a lot of inner shadows. Maybe it has an inside stroke that's white. That's pretty cool. Hey Calypso, welcome. Hello Bean. Just having a little lie down on the ground. Agent.
Postcard. Looking forward to the finished product.
Thank you so much for 25 months. How you doing, Agent? Love to have fun Dreadfarer, but I have no credit card. Oh, I'm sorry. Does it only allow you to use credits? Or just not, or do you have no debits either? I was also thinking, what if we had an extra color and we had the picture like this here, use only 3 colors, because we can only use 4 colors total. So we gotta remember 3 colors, and then we have like a red. It would limit the picture even more. So that's why I'm not sure what to do here. Let me do a copy. Okay, so I'll do a copy of arts, and I will add a second posterize here. That's gonna be 3 levels. That's gonna be art 3 levels. Oh, Bean is back. He's kneading. It's baking time. There he is. Your debit is from a credit union and won't work with online payments. Oh, that sucks. But you can use PayPal, that's true. PayPal should be easier. But when it's finished, if you want the physical version, I would recommend getting it before it's finished, because the physical versions we still haven't decided, and they might not be available after the campaign. So you might only be able to get the digital after. So yeah, keep that in mind. Oval Man, welcome. Thank you so much. Or no PayPal on Kickstarter. That's silly. Digital one? Yeah, the digital one will definitely be available after. It's the physical one that we're not sure about, because it's going to depend on how many we can print, how many leftovers there are, you know, that sort of thing. Okay, so it also works at 3 levels. It's definitely not as strong, but... Is it 4 levels or is it 3? So at 3 weights, this is a 3 level one. Gonna note them down. That's 3 levels, that's 4 levels. And this is 4 levels. So that's gonna be 3. So we're gonna remove one of these. I think it has to be this one. And this one has to be at 50%. This one should be a little bit more brown like this. Just trying to reduce the contrast a little. So it's not as harsh. Okay, Voxelos, see you. Will Kickstarter accept a prepaid Visa card? I have no clue. Never tried that. Hey, Randy. Hello to the Sammy's baby. It's always gotta say hello to Bean first. How you doing, Randy? I think the 4-level one is still stronger. Is 4 levels, is 3 levels. Like, we can make it work with this, but I think we gotta simplify the mountains a little. Because as it stands, the mountains are like way too busy here. Tell Sammy's dad? Hell yeah. I'll try to see if I can get in with it as a prepaid card. Okay. Let us know how that goes, King. Way, if anyone else asks, I will be able to tell them. Yeah, let us know when you try it. No rush. It's all 20 something days, 22 I think. Okay, I could simplify this like a bunch. But then, yeah, the skull just pops out in a weird way. That simplified it too much. What if I keep the mountains as like pure white? Let me see if I can make that work. Nope. But now let me try a thing. If I get this, like the whole reason I'm trying this in 3 colors instead of 4 is to see if a red would look cool. If I make it this color. Now, just going with flat color for the mountains doesn't really work, I think. Not really the way to go. More oxidized water red? Could be. But for now, I wanna fix up the rest. We'll try more reds later. A little better. Okay, I could see that working. Let's see. Now let's compare this to this. There's 4 levels, so we're using 4 different tones on the image, but that's all we can use across the whole patch. And this is, we're using 3 levels in the image. That has to be more simplified, obviously. But then we get 1 extra color, which can be this red. I think it kind of works. I do like it. Let's see, I can also do the edge in red. And now we can mess around with the color itself. Darker, lighter, more or less saturated. I think it's slightly orange red. I like the red, yeah. I think that's one I'm gonna go with. I'm definitely gonna have to simplify the shapes around here. So I think everything's gonna get a big old blur below here. Let's see about this blur. Let's blur it further. Okay, that's giving us simpler shapes. That's where what we gotta go for. And same for the mountains. Yeah, the red one, the eye feels like a weird sunrise, which I like. Okay, blurring thing has helped. Now I can work with the edges of like this, for example, which need to be simplified. Like smoothed out a bunch. That's better. Still noticing some weird noisy artifacts. And I think that might be because, yeah, it's right at the edge. Like this. It's kind of getting mixed up there. So I think actually adding contrasts to the edge might work here. Oh, it's not actually because it's getting mixed up. It's because of these layers. Interesting. What do you think, Bean? You're my advisor, and you're an incredible artist. He's too sleepy. Too sleepy to opine on this. But yeah, like I can't compare to Bean's art. Like, this is incredible. This has a raw emotion to it that I could never hope to imitate. Bean art patch. Start selling Bean art prints. Gonna start getting it into galleries. Bean will be the artist of a generation. Okay, what I'm trying to do here is not make it too splotchy, so keep it fairly simple in its shape, so they're you know, there's little blobs that don't mix together. I just like mix them together. Like in this case, I wanted this all to be gray. Slight lower teeth, but I don't think they're too visible. Nah, can ignore them. Val does doodles, Bean does high art, exactly. I can only hope that someday I'm at its level. But it is unlikely. I will do my best to learn from him. Okay, this is lending us a much nicer silhouette. Pretty good. Wait, this is more than 3 colors. How's this happening? 1, 2, 3, 4. Still on 3 levels. Is it 100%? Yeah. Not sure how that's happening. Because like, this is clearly 3 levels. But this is getting blurred in a strange way. That's strange. Okay, let me put it all together, for example. Let's see if it simplifies. No. Huh. Why would that be? Color. Is it not fully... Oh, yeah. I didn't desaturate it, or I hid that layer at some point for some reason. Now we know. How dare he be more than 3 levels? Makes no sense. Yeah, it was just because there was color information, so it's kind of mixing the color in. That's why I had to desaturate everything below it. I mean, I could just do this, but I think it loses a little bit. I think it has to have that white patch on the back, so we can fully see that it's a person. We could make it 2 colors though. I kinda like that. I think it only needs 2 colors really. Now we can only choose where these 2 colors separate. I think over here works pretty well. Okay. What if I take all of this? And I group it up under one single layer. And then do some further edits here. Like just blur that a bit. Oh, here's an idea. I can do a series of blurs and sharpens. Maybe that'll give us cleaner lines. I'm trying to see what sharpen is doing here. Not really. Okay. Then not as much blur. Yeah, 2 colors makes it pop a lot. That's good. So let me check. We have 1 color, which is background, and the shadows here. 2 is the light gray. 3 is the bright color, and 4 is the red. So that works pretty well. We can also add letters. Initially, I wanted to have Lemuria here somewhere. I think maybe we can use red and write it down below, although the problem with patches is it's just going to be like 3 inches, I think. I don't know how much that is in centimeters. Hold on. Let me see. 3 inches, yes. That's 7 centimeters. That's it. That's a pretty big patch. Okay, so we can probably afford to put some text that is small-ish. 3 by 3, like this square here is 3 by 3 inches. But I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll go smaller. We'll go bigger. All right. That's just like tentative size. We'll definitely do a test to see what it looks like before going forward with it. We could have it curve around the back. Or we could have some text that kind of like a little bit of text here and a little bit of text here. So it doesn't cover the main part here. Could be an option. Let me do a circle. It's gonna go inside this one. Now I'm definitely gonna align it. Center align. Can you? Oh, there we go. That's it. Doesn't let me align this. Okay, there we go. That works. Okay, so that's gonna have invisible stroke. And now we can put a text layer that starts about here. Okay. So the idea would be to have maybe, there we go, 1 piece of text. Around here. And another one on the other side. So we could have the Maria on one side, and maybe we rotate that a little. Maybe with the black stroke around it, we'll see. And then we make flipped copy. Oh, it's not working like I hoped. Okay, then I guess the copy will just be rotated. Okay, that's what I was hoping. Yeah, it needs to have a stroke around it. So the stroke will go outside, will be pretty small, and we'll have the dark color, like so. Now what would the text be? If it's not full of lemurs, I will riot. I read femurs, which would have been really funny. Oh, I missed a message from Nathan before. Kickstarter website says it accepts prepaid credit cards with at least one USD or GBP, etc. over the pledge amounts. Okay, that's great. Thank you, Nathan, for looking that up. And Mary, thank you so much for the follow. We can't really add much more than a word on each side, which is making me think what I could even add here. Could be Lemuria Explorer. Maybe? Could feel free to explore Lemuria. You're right. It's a little, the words are much more similar if we remove the R too. Oh. Could be. Maybe it's better without the text, to be honest. Maybe simple is best in this case. Let me get a little bit more contrast in here, and maybe make the middle color a bit deeper. Maybe not that much, because then it'll contrast with the red. I mean, it could be reddish. Like this one, but it's not going to select that well. Nah. Just maybe a little bit more saturated. hidden VA? I don't think in the patch, because the patch is, you know, you need really simple shapes and it's probably gonna get blended out. Yeah, the mountains in the background could probably do with quite a bit of simplifying, to be honest. Because they're pretty kind of blotchy. That isn't great. So I think they should mostly just be simplified to 2 colors. As much as possible, at least. Like this, perhaps. Bit nicer, I think. Being stretch. He's the best. If you give him a little kiss, he won't open his eyes, but he'll do this with his fingers. You didn't do it this time, but you might have noticed he did it the last time. More middle color around the top of the skull? You think so? Let's try. Like around here. To kind of separate it. Maybe around here. Nah. Probably end up going over this a few times, but I think we got something going. Needs more kisses for stretchy hands, maybe? Give more. See? Hello. So sleepy. May I see those hands? Oh, yeah. He did it a little bit there. Let's see. See, he does it. I don't know if it's visible on the camera. Hold on. He'll just do a fingy stretch. Yeah. What's up, little man? He's great. There he goes, there he goes. Oh, he's cleaning himself. He looks very happy. He is. He's a happy cat. He gets everything he wants. That's for sure. Thank you for the save reminder. Actually, did I save this? I bet I did, but I'm saving everything again. Yeah, I think I'll leave this at this and that for this stream. I will send this to Neon, who's the one making this game with me. See what he thinks, and we'll keep going from there, because he's the one that's going to be ordering the patches and stuff, so he's the one that knows all the, like, specifications, all the more correct measures and stuff, so I'm gonna have to change things to adapt to that, but this should be a nice starting point, I think. There's no person candy in the USA called Sugar Daddies. Oh my god. Originally the Sugar Daddy was called the Papa Sucker. Oh no, that's even worse. Being locked out on the human lottery? No, I think I locked out on the kitty lottery. So it'd be like a fabric patch? Yes, indeed. Theory confirmed. Bean just needed more kisses. Exactly. You were right. So yeah, we've done a couple of really productive stream, I'd say. We have this postcard design, which is going to go out to the backers of the Kickstarter at the 3rd level. And we got this little patch that's still work in progress, but we'll get there. This will also be like in the book. I think we'll use each of the postcards as like the intro to each of the regions, because I think that would just be nice, right? Velcro and iron-on, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what they offer. We'll see what's better. We'll keep you posted on that. If you're backed on the Kickstarter, you'll get all the updates, and once we have that, like we do a test print and we got it all figured out, we'll show you guys. Bean did art today too, yes. It's been a productive day for both. Bean did 3 beautiful pieces of art representing him and I. This is I think this is just vent art. It's a disembodied hand and head with the rest of the body here. And this we can only guess as to what the nature of this is. I think only Bean knows. So, productive day for all of us. Anyway, that is where we're gonna leave it, because it's gonna be 7 a.m. I mean, 3 hours and 40 of stream. That's, I would say, more than enough. Okay, little programming notes. We will. Okay, I won't be here on Friday this week, so I'm gonna be out for the weekend. So Friday till Sunday. I might do, instead of the Friday stream, I might do a Thursday stream, or I might do a Sunday stream when I come back. Or I might not be able to do it. Either of them, that'll depend on a few factors, but we'll definitely be on Wednesday for the regular stream. And yeah, then we'll see. Possibly Thursday. I'm going to try for Thursday. So yeah, good night to everybody, or good time zone, wherever you are. I'll see you Wednesday.